Yeah, it's going. Just look at that fucking stupid shit. Want to make another video for another day. Just how I feel today. What's going on? So I'm feeling pretty good in the whole sense of transferring from methadone to poppy seeds. I know it's only like, I think I'm on 11 days. Like, honestly, it's hard trying to keep track of these fucking days. Like, I thought it'd be easier. I should be writing them down and stuff, but, you know, I know it's been, 10, 11 days at least. And I feel fine in the sense of withdrawal. No withdrawal in that sense now. Now anyways. For the first little bit. Yeah, you could see some people not wanting to pull through because they think it's not going to work because of how you're feeling. But then when you really think about how you're feeling compared to how you would feel if you just went cold turkey, let's just say, oh, I just quit methadone, cold turkey. 12, 14 days in, you're going to start feeling really shitty. Like, I mean, by that time, yeah, you're fucking feeling it, right? It's still not going to get out of your system because I know when I did it before, it was, about 45 days, So, and some people, like I said, I remember over 70 days, anyways. It was, I want to say 78, but could be wrong. But that's a long time. So I know how I feel. Like, I've been going to work too, right? Any other time I've done this, I never went to work. When I was doing this, I was like, fuck that. Or it was after my accident with WCB why I got on the painkillers again, and that whole fucking thing, why this whole door started again, right? And honestly, I'll have to watch my other videos. I haven't even watched these. I just do them and post them, so I don't even know what the fuck I said before. I have to go see it, and I just don't want to repeat myself and tell the same stories over and over. That's just dumb, right? If I'm going to post a video, if you really think about it. So I want to explain the revolving door, how it all started, if I've already done that, right? So it doesn't hurt the same anyways, right? Like, you know that feeling. So I definitely know what I'm doing is working for your sense, not mine, because like I said before, I did this for about 4 or 5 years, and then the seeds changed and they wouldn't work anymore. And you knew they changed because they went from blue to black, right? I knew right away something was wrong. So I just started traveling around and buying up all the seeds, right? Because at this time I was running my landscaping business. So I could afford to drive around different cities all over the lower mainland here. I even went to Hope to get seeds, and now I'm in Abbotsford, but I was at the time. Well, when I started in Edmonton, but came all the way. To Prince George, to Harrison, to Pitt Meadows, to Aldergrove, to Pitt Meadows, to Maple Ridge, to Surrey. Now I'm in Abbotsford, but I got my passports, I got my visa all set up, I got my invitation letter, I got the money I need to go. So my date to go is on the 17th, so God willing, I'll leave this country. That's the main reason for this, Like, that's the only reason for this, because I could have sat here on methadone and just worked and lived my life. But, you meet certain people, and once they prove themselves to you to a point, and when shit's not going good, say, fuck it. You do it. And when it comes to it, no, I don't know what I'm getting into, and the hindsight of a new country, new things. But why not, right? Like, what do I got to lose? I just went through a divorce after 10 years, lost my business, lost everything. Fucking can't see my son like I should be able to anyways. and things just, I don't know, when I came out west, I thought I'd have life figured out, you know, and I did good for a while, but I still couldn't escape this, you know, and to go to a place where I asked a girl, do you know about morphine or methadone? Do you know about this stuff? She's like, I haven't even heard those words before. And that gave me a feeling a feeling of hope in a sense. Like, I know this shit's everywhere if you look for it. The key is not to look for it, right? I think that we can all know that one. Right? I've been moving across fucking Canada away from this shit. Now I'm about to fucking leave the country. Not because, I can't hack it, just because I have an opportunity to change. I have the money. I have everything I need to leave, you know. So I have a place to stay there. I have someone that fucking loves me there. I have fucking a family that supports me there in the sense of just, you know, when shit's time to go. So in a sense, you can look at it like I'm running, but no, I'm looking at it like there's an adventure here, an opportunity. Worst case scenario, I'm going to a new country just for my visa time. It'd be 3 months. Best case scenario, I stay for a long time, you know? Either way, I've been running from this motherfucker for a long time. So I think it's all going to be worth it when it's said and done. I just got to keep headstrong, keep the right people around me, and just keep going forward, right? Because failure's not an option at this point. So, because I already paid for the ticket, everything's all set. There's no sense in wasting that much money. You know what costs fucking $140 for a yellow fever vaccine? What the fuck? And then $45 to make the appointment, and then get fucking malaria pills like fucking $400. Because I don't have health coverage. That sucks. I didn't know that. I thought it could just be on your MSP or whatever the fuck it's called out here. It doesn't work like that, I guess. It only works like that for the stuff like they give you in the hospital, and even then, fucking not only goes so far apparently, depending on what you need. So, yeah, that was a surprise. And then like the whole passport thing, to get it done and expedited to have it, you know, in a few days, that costs fucking, it was like 160 plus 50 to get it done fast. Right, what the fuck, man? They just getting money everywhere out this fucking trip. And it's like, that's not even money going to me or to her, to anybody, right? That's just fucking the government systems. That's because I all went to Passport Canada. That's a lot of money they just get from us. I don't know. You think it'd be free to, like, you know, not free to travel. I understand it costs money to fly a fucking plane. I'll pay the plane ticket. And that's what I really thought was going to happen. I'd go file for a passport and, you know, maybe pay like a $20 filing fee, you know, because you got to pay the people to do their job. I understand that. And then I'd have to pay for the plane ticket. And then even for the fucking visa, I have to have a round trip paid for, no matter what. I can't just have a one-way ticket. It's got to be a round trip ticket. That was a kick in the nuts. Hey. Yeah, it's got to be worth it, right? I think. I feel it in my heart. It's worth it. I know she's worth it. You know. I know a lot of people think this is a dumb thing to do, but I've been doing dumb things my whole life, right? So what the fuck? It shouldn't be a shock to most people that would watch this or who might stumble across this. So if it turns out to be a dumb thing, then don't be surprised. If it turns out to be a good thing, fucking be happy. Either way, you get your fucking way, right? Because you should be happy for me. And if it turns out to be a dumb thing, then you're right the whole time. So fuck, either way, you get your cake and eat it too, right? So fuck, big ups to the mission, right? Like, oh fuck, I've just been getting so much negativity from the people that are supposed to love me about this trip I'm doing and how I've changed so much, and I just want to just move forward, right? Where for a while I was giving up, right? That's what divorce does to you sometimes when there's kids involved, right? It really fucks with you. You act strong, but inside it fucking hurts. And even though there wasn't love between you, there was still that routine that you're used to, the child, everything, and you're still friends, right? So it's just still like losing a friend, right? So it doesn't matter how much you don't have sex and the intimacy is not there. It matters, the friendship you get over 10 years. And just for when it changes, yeah, for a while it was a kick in the nuts, but now we're good, right? Certain people can change those things, and then over time you realize who you really need and then who you don't need, and you realize who hurts you. So everything heals in time. I think that's the big one, is to stay away from that negative shit if you can help it, because it'll eat you up inside, and for what? In the end, you go to jail, which I've been to enough times. I thought I want to grow out of that, so, I've already made those choices, so you can't say, oh, I'll just be the fucking, I'm a hard ass and I just wouldn't let her take all my shit. But when there's kids involved, sometimes it's best to just walk away, let the woman have everything and man up, even if you're going to lose a lot. And I lost a lot. I had a 20-acre farm, and the estate that we were living on is like worth, it was like 1.3 million, right? And we had big garages full of shit, bikes, fuck everything. Built a dirt bike track in the back. Like, it was good. It was a good place. I walked away from my business. I was making well over $100,000 a year. It was due this year if we worked together, probably at least 250. Because it was doubling every year. So I walked away from a lot. But I think I did it for my son, right? So I think I did it for the right thing. If I want more in life, I can't just take from her and then just take it and be like, yeah, I'm going to get more in life. Fuck you, bitch. It doesn't work like that, man. Like, we want to act like we're bigger than women, we're stronger than women, but then when it comes down to it, we're not going to give them an advantage. So that way they can, especially if they're going to have our children, it only makes sense. I know the advantage goes only so far, and some of us take it however you want, I don't care. I'm just talking because sometimes you just need to talk to somebody. I know somebody's going to listen to this sometime and understand it. They might not understand everything I say, but I'll definitely understand parts of it, because we all have a lot more in common than we think, no matter who you are. The pain remains the same. The demons are the same. When it comes to this stuff, we all feel so alone, but yeah, we're all doing the same shit. And there's enough of us. You look at the population, that's a huge percentage is addicted to opiates. And then you think of how many people that is, and then you think of there's families involved with that, so there's on average probably at least a mom, a dad, and a sister, I would say, at least. Let's just keep it minimal. That's a lot of people affected, and then aunts and uncles, and then you go on grandparents, and when you look at how many people are affected by this on a whole in the medical system, and now the fentanyl epidemic here and there, this shit's got to stop. It's not our fault. We're not scientists. We didn't make the stuff. We didn't bring it here. So, I know we're not to blame for the problem, but we're blamed for not being part of a solution and trying to work together somehow. I'm not no better, man. I'm fucked. I haven't tried to do anything to change this problem as much as I can preach about it all day and not protect, but give that other perspective that we're not all fucking retarded people just living on the street, shooting needles, robbing and stealing and, leaving shit all over the place. That's not all of us. Some of us go to work. Some of us are parents. Some of us are brothers and sisters. Some of us actually pay taxes. Some of us actually contribute to society. And yet, I read all these posts all the time, oh, they're just fucking junkies. Well, not all of us are just fucking junkies, you know? And if we are, and some of those people weren't always like that either, you gotta think of that, like nobody was born shoving a fucking needle in their arm. So, I think society just needs to look at itself sometimes. We're so quick to get ahead, we're so fucking fast to get ahead that we don't realize who we're leaving behind. And it's amazing sometimes when you see people go to church. Like I live right beside a church, and they'll pass the homeless people out there instead of even buying them a fucking sandwich just because they might be hungry, just whatever, who knows? Even just a thought, you know, just a good faith. You know, you say you're a good Christian, and you think they'll do something like that. No, but they'll go give fucking, you know, $500 to the church. I'm a Christian, don't worry, I'm not fucking bashing Christians, because I just see I'm better off using the people I stand with as an example than people I don't. I think that's intelligent. So I'm just amazed at the breakdown, because I look at this country I'm going to go to, and they're not in a rush to get rich, because you can't. You're only going to you get paid once a month, and you can only make fucking, you know, maybe a few $100s a month. Like, you're not making much money, but stuff doesn't cost much either. But you're not going to get rich there unless you're really working something. You have something going. But the average person isn't rich, right? And like the average person isn't here, but the average person here compared to there, fuck, you're doing good, right? And so when you think about that, they're in a different race, you know. Their race is different. It's they're not in the rat race to get rich in that sense. At least the people I'm observing and reading and learning about, and the stuff I've read about. There's a lot of corruption, I know, and a lot of that shit, but all that other politics aside, the people that know each other act differently than the people that know each other here. The people here, they don't know their neighbors. They don't know the average person around them, where the people there know the whole fucking community. Everyone smiles and waves, at least if they know each other. They always say hello to each other, good morning, good night, you know, or good evening. And most people here, like I said, they don't even know their neighbor. They sleep beside someone. There's just a little thin wall separating each other, and you don't even know the person. It's very odd. So we've lost the sense of community. Like, I know it's still in the countries, because where I first not grew up, but visited as a kid, and then ended up living for a lot of years as a young kid, there was community there. Everybody knew each other, and neighbors were like, you know, sometimes a couple kilometers away, right? But they definitely, so I know it's in the country areas, but in the cities, it's fucked. It's really fucked up. And to make any money, everyone knows you got to be in the city. So everything that I know of is in the city, because that's how it is. So if you want to make money, you got to be in the city, whether you're hustling or you're going to work every day, whatever you're doing. So that's why I use that example, that we're in such a race that we forget about the people that are less fortunate than us. And myself included, I'm no better. As much as I try to pull over and help people when, you know, I see hoods up and blinkers on. And with this new cell phone law, it's hard to tell, fuck, half the time you pull over because someone has their four-ways on and they're just on a fucking cell phone call. Because, you know, people couldn't figure out how to use a cell phone when it's appropriate themselves, so they have to fuck it up for the rest of us. So, I don't know, I guess I've been talking for 20 minutes. So that's, I just made a tea, you know, and smoking that vape pen. It really changes how this whole thing goes down. But I gotta go to work, so take care. Peace.